So we're just going to discuss Assessment Task 5, which is the in-service or staff training you're going to provide from the risks you've identified in AT2 and then discussed and tabled at AT3 at the OHS meeting. So in the groups you've been allocated, we want you to provide some staff training. So the risks have shown that there are lapses in infection control or manual handling practices and or occupational violence and aggression. So multiple risks, from the varying topics that we've covered in class so far. So from these risks and lapses in practice we've identified, we just want you to do some education around it, and you're going to pretend that you are clinicians leading education to your peers and colleagues. So a part of that will be, so it'll go for 20 to 30 minutes. It does say 30 minutes here on our screen, but it will vary. But a minimum of 20 minutes up to a maximum of 30 minutes. Okay, and all you need to do is to briefly, I'm thinking probably 5 to 10 minutes to briefly go over again. I know that you did this in Assessment Task 3, but we would like you to go over again the hierarchy of control. We want you to discuss the actions that you took, or we know that in the actual risk assessment you didn't take actions, but what actions would you have taken in minimising the risk or controlling the risk? And what are the actual, and then discuss what were the actual and potential problems could have been from this hazard. So we want you to then relate to any legislation or guidelines or policy or procedure or anything that you can refer to that talks about the risk. And then we want you to do some training. So we want you to say what needs to happen. What needs to happen in the workplace to change this culture, this behaviour, this practice? So it may be that you might do, just like the sessions that we as trainers facilitate, you might like to say, do half of it could be a training session, 10 minutes, the last 10, 15 minutes could be a training session about hand hygiene and going over again the 5 moments for hand hygiene. You might refer to policy and procedure. You might refer to, you might do a PowerPoint presentation. You might use other websites that have not been referred to in your online sessions, or that I haven't discussed in, all of the sessions haven't gone, none of the sessions have gone to the World Health Organization, but my sessions have in regard to hand hygiene. So you might use lots and lots of resources to create a little mini training session after explaining the risks again. And you may give handouts, you might do an activity, and you need to put this all together as a team. In the team that you've got, you might delegate out each task. Someone might speak to different aspects of those things that I've asked you to do. You need to work out what that looks like. Be a bit creative about what that looks like in your team. And then at the end, I want you to submit or upload any documents, any supporting documents that you've created as a team for this assignment, and then you'll submit assignments. So scan them and upload them, a PowerPoint. I want you to scan your handouts, whatever it is, the part that you presented in the session. And that's it.